Today's story isn't from the Bible, but it mirrors one of the most painful stories in Scripture. Like Bathsheba, this is a real woman caught in the shadow of power, silence, and judgment. And what God did next will change how you see her story. Let's begin. When power takes, and silence follows. Some stories are whispered, not because they are small, but because they are painful. This is a story about a woman caught in the shadow of someone else's power, judged for a moment she didn't control, and remembered only for a scandal she didn't choose. But like Bathsheba, this woman's story did not end with shame. It ended with strength. Her name was Miriam. She was young, married, quietly faithful. Her life was simple: work, home, prayer, routine. She never sought attention, never imagined her name would become a subject of gossip. But one evening, someone noticed her. Not with honor, not with care, with entitlement. The man was powerful, respected, untouchable, and when he spoke, silence followed. Miriam didn't feel chosen. She felt cornered. What happened next changed everything. She didn't have the words to explain it. She didn't have the freedom to refuse. The man ordered her to his room and have his way with her. At that time Miriam was pregnant, and afterward, she carried the weight alone. People didn't ask what she felt. They asked what she did. Whispers spread. Judgment followed. Her husband distanced himself and eventually left her. Her community withdrew. Her prayers became questions. God, why am I paying for a decision I didn't make? Like Bathsheba, her pain happened behind closed doors, but her consequences were public. Then came the loss. She had a miscarriage few weeks later. A grief no one acknowledged. A sorrow she was expected to hide. She mourned quietly. No ceremony. No comfort. No permission to grieve. She blamed herself, even when she shouldn't have. And like Bathsheba, she wondered if this was all her life would ever be remembered for. But God was still writing. Miriam withdrew, not in bitterness, but in survival. She rebuilt her faith slowly, tear by tear, prayer by prayer. She learned something powerful. Being silent does not mean being unseen. She began mentoring younger women. Listening, protecting, warning. She turned her wound into wisdom. What broke her became the place God worked through her. Miriam never received an apology, never saw public justice, never got her name cleared, but she gained something deeper: peace, purpose, strength. She remarried years later, to a man who honored her voice. She became a mother, not just to children, but to women who needed safety. Her past no longer defined her. It refined her. Like Bathsheba, she moved from victim to survivor to builder of legacy. This story reminds us, power can wound, but God can heal. Silence does not cancel dignity. Loss is not punishment. God redeems stories others misuse. A woman is not defined by what was taken from her. Bathsheba became the mother of a king. Miriam became a protector of many. Both were seen. Both were used. Both were restored. You may feel labeled by one chapter, one mistake, one moment, one wound, but God is not finished. What others reduce to gossip, God redeems into purpose. What part of your story have you believed God can't use anymore? If this story resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more real-life faith stories inspired by the women of the Bible.